Howdy. Howdy, and I'm Brian from Digital Permaculture again. Here we are at my little workshop, which is also my house. Down there we've got one of our earlier structures covered with fabric. That's a little teardrop dome. We're up on this huge, epically large arch we're shipping out to a customer today, and they're going to do aerial performances off this one. We're going to have a girl hanging down from here in little aerial silks, spinning around and doing flips, and they're, I don't know, it's a bunch of circus performers. I don't know what they're going to do with this thing. Yeah, here's where the magic happens. And this is our prototype dwelling unit in my backyard. We've covered it with concrete, which is we just took metal lath from Home Depot here, and we just kind of like playing with a sand castle. You just stack the concrete up with your hands until you get the whole thing covered. Worked really good. We got recycled bottles for windows and lighting up here. We're going to put a ventilation system and a door, and we're about probably submerged down to about here. So it's got a nice, stays nice and cool during the day in Arizona, which is pretty good because it gets kind of a little bit hot here. This is a good example of how we're going to do flooring. Same kind of bars as we use on everything else. We just tell it to make a flat surface, and we put plywood on top. Great thing is since we're using electrical conduit, we can use electrical conduit clamps, which are about 20 cents a piece, to hook everything together. So any kind of flat surface can be bolted on the conduit. We can fit standard sized windows and doors. We just put a square opening in there and put it in a window, conduit clamp it in place. All off the shelf stuff we can just use automatically. Good and strong too. Not a problem. We've had like 15, 20 people up here. Right now, the next step in our technological progression is to do habitable housing. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these structures like this, shape them into a house shape, put windows and doors in it, and then sheathe it with political signs. So imagine this is a political sign. We take these bolts right here, we make the bolts come out through the structure, pointing out. If you can see here, we get a little bit of extra bolt left over when we assemble these. And you would come up with a political sign and you'd press it against the bolt, see where it fits, put holes through the political sign, and then just bolt the sign onto the structure. And we're going to sheathe these whole things with shingles or scales of political signs that we get recycled because we like recycled materials. And then we're going to do 2 layers. If you see, our structures have an inside and an outside layer, and in between the 2 layers we're going to fill it with dirt. So we're going to have political signs on the inside to hold the dirt in, political signs on the outside, fill it with dirt, poke holes in it, put drip irrigation system in there, and have plants growing out of your house. So that's the plan.